Hello and welcome to WAH, Warcraft Alliance and Horde. And it's a carry-on continuation from one of my previous videos, just to get this. And it is night time, so I do actually have the opportunity, which I didn't get in the previous video, to show you the Worgen version Footman. Here he is, all wolfy. Anyway, this is the video about heroes. So, let us get our 3 heroes, which I have pre-made. The way heroes work is you build a tavern and then you can access one. Once you have accessed one and built it, you go into a cooldown sort of mode where you get like a clock sort of outline going round, and once that's finished you can build your next hero. I built the first 3 on the list for the Alliance in this particular video.
The Naru have
So, we have a Stormwind Champion, a Dwarven Mountain King, and a Draenei Vindicator Paladin. I'm not going to go into massive detail, but heroes all have 8 backpack spaces here, and you can access them by clicking on these or using the relevant hotkeys. Not much to say other than about ultimates. Ultimates for the abilities for the Stormwind Champion are Devastate. Dashes through enemies, dealing 60 damage to all enemies in its path, restoring 30 HP for each enemy it passes through. Dragon Roar. Hero releases a burst of psionic energy, knocking away all units and stunning them momentarily. Enemy units get 50 damage. Die by the Sword. Turn it on to get 25% attack speed, it seems minus. Hero has a 35% chance to parry enemy attack, and when it does successfully parry, it gains an 80 HP. So it's a nice little defensive sort of a thing. And his ultimate is Father and Son, where he summons his son and he will arrive on the battlefield and do Power Word Shield and a Greater Heal. Some abilities are a bit quirky looking, so if I upgrade, for instance, this one, this is like Kerrigan in the StarCraft 2 campaign, and you get this sort of dashing thing, and you can click it, and then he dashes over like so.
Struggles are far from over.
Mountain King. This one's a classic from Warcraft 3. He has Stormbolt, does a massive amount of damage and stuns the target. Does Thunderclap, does again quite a nice amount of damage, knocks down the target, and it's in AoE. Mortal Strike. This is actually on an auto cast, and I don't think it even takes energy. So he gains a lot more damage and stuns the target. So there's a bit of a theme with this guy, he likes to stun. And last as his ultimate, he gets Intimidating Shout, which fears all enemies within 8 yards and crowd controls them for 5 seconds. So I shall pick Stormbolt in this particular instance.
Good fortune.
Draenei Paladin, I've already taken Heal for him, which is an auto cast again, and heals people around him for 300 HP at level 1 and gets a lot higher. And at level 3 it actually does damage. It spreads the heal by 10% to the nearest targets. As for his other abilities, he can get Divine Storm, heals 80 damage to enemy targets within 3 yards as in AoE, and at the same time heals 40 HP to all friendly units within 3 yards. Divine Shield. This isn't actually the bubble that people might be familiar with, it's a lot more balanced. It now does massive amounts of armour, and the duration increases in seconds for the more levels you pump into it. And has his ultimate, Avenging Wrath, or Avenging, I guess that's a typo. When activated, plus 75 melee attack damage, lasts 30 seconds. That is unbelievably good. And to see those abilities in action, we have some unlucky Lynxes over here, which are going to bear the brunt
The
of our
Naru have
heroes.
not forgotten.
So we can just dash over there, get in there, and we can have Stormbolt cast on him, and all throughout the Paladin will be healing. These guys are only level 1,
Ronakai Christos.
so it's not a great deal, but just a little demonstration of how their abilities work, and a little on the visuals. So that is those 3 heroes, and I shall follow up shortly with the other 3. And so onwards with more Alliance heroes. Each race gets 6 heroes and then 6 mercenary heroes too, and these are the last 3 of the Alliance. We have a Priestess of the Moon, an Archmage, and a Grand Druid. These 3 are ranged type heroes, and we'll start with the Grand Druid since I have him selected. He has Entangling Roots. Make Entangling Roots affect all the enemy targets within 3 yards of the target point and deals 10 damage per second for 5 seconds. The damage taken and the radius increase with each level. Summon Dryad. These Dryads are just 2 Dryads and they will fight for you for 30 seconds. Get more of them per level. Bear form. Transform into bear form. Get lots of armour, lots of health, 15 seconds and a cooldown of 45. Remains the same all the way through all the different levels, except the cooldown is lowered with each level. And for his ultimate, he has Tranquility. Tranquility does 20 life regeneration to all friendly units within 10 lives for 15 seconds. It is very, very strong. Very good. And I will select Dryads, because I'm curious to whether the Dryads have any abilities, which they don't. As you can see, they have a reasonable, decent amount of damage, considering they're practically free, and nice amount of armour as well. And you can tell them to do whatever you wish. Archmage. For some reason he starts with that. I think that's a bug. Or maybe not. I don't really know. Anyway, Archmage is a very typical archetype, caster type dude. And he has Arcane Barrage. Deals damage to a shock effect, which is like a little stun in a target area. He has a Frost Nova, which deals damage and freezes enemies in place within 8 yards. He has Blink, which makes him warp all over the place. And his ultimate is Time Warp, which gives 30% attack speed bonus to everyone around. It seems weird that I already have an ability at level 1, so this is definitely bugged, but you can see this is the sort of target area he has with that. And onto the Priestess of the Moon. She is a Night Elf Archer kind of woman. She has Wrath of Elune. 90 damage to all enemy targets within 4 yards of the target, so I guess you click on one enemy and then it's everybody around it. Gets knocked down and takes damage. Blessing of Elune. Targets get the effect enemy... Ugh, God, why can I not talk? Blessing of Elune heals 30 HP for all friendly units within 3 yards of the target. Every 2 seconds, lasts for 8 seconds. Grace of Elune. Friendly target gets Grace of Elune effect, plus 50% movement speed, minus 50% spell damage taken for 5 seconds. And the ultimate, Tears of Elune, which you may remember as also being called Starfall from Warcraft 3, does laser beams from the sky all over the place, does damage. Very nice. So this one's more of a, like these two, you get, it's kind of like buffs and debuffs. It's really cool, but it's a little trickier to use. So those are the 3 remaining Alliance unit heroes. So thank you for watching, and I shall do the following Horde, Burning Legion and Scourge heroes in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, goodbye.